Yeah, good afternoon, Ben.
Morning.
Good morning. Good morning to you, or good afternoon. Here in Australia is afternoon. It is almost 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yes, no, it's 5 a.m. Just woken up. I'm having breakfast.
Oh, is it early morning in UK? Is it?
Yeah, 5 a.m.
All right. Sorry
I try to wake up early.
when you called yesterday. I was been interrupted, and we have a time difference. Hmm.
Yeah, I understand. Of course, of course. But
So,
how have you been? How's everything?
well, here in Brisbane, the weather is fine. We have sunshine. That's why Queensland called Sunshine State, because we have sunshine even though it's winter. Mm.
That's excellent. Honestly.
I don't wear winter clothes at the moment, even though it's winter. Yeah.
Yeah. Now here in London, it's very periodic. So sometimes it's sunny, but then it's gonna be raining the next hour. So
All right.
it really depends on the day.
Well, in Queensland, it's the best state compared to Melbourne, to Canberra. It's really freezing cold down there. Yeah.
Yeah, that's excellent. That's excellent.
Mm.
Wait, because I really want to one day go and visit Sydney, because I've heard it's very nice out there as well.
Oh, Sydney is an old state. Everybody come to
Yeah.
Sydney, but in Brisbane in Queensland is a layback. Mhm. It's not overpopulated.
So, yeah. Oh wait, in Brisbane?
Yeah, I live in Brisbane. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Mm.
Right. Well, I like populated cities. It's better than very tranquil.
No, I don't like too busy. I want to walk slowly, not rushing. You meet an accident if you rush, rush, rush. Huh?
Yeah. I can imagine.
I can relax walking, and no stress.
Yeah.
Yeah. In Sydney, you have to walk fast to catch the transport fast, fast. In Brisbane, you don't need to walk fast. Just relax. The transport is every 30 minutes. Mm.
Yeah. That's great. That's great.
Yeah.
That really is great.
So Ben, why are you entering into gold business? Any reason why? Because gold is scarce at the moment. Everybody's looking for supply.
Like I said before, I've been doing this for 3 years, right? Um, so right now, currently, I'm trying to accommodate with the current demands that I have for gold,
Mm-hmm.
right? Because evidently, when I buy gold, right, I'm not buying it to bring it home and sit and look at it, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, of course, you have to buy and sell and get the profit, of course.
Exactly. That's why sometimes I look some sellers and tell me, oh.
But to bring gold in UK, the importation tax is too high.
So this is how it works in the UK. Let me tell you. If the gold is not 24 karat, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's not considered investment gold. And if it's not considered investment gold, then yes, you have to pay 20% import tax.
So how you gonna declare that when you bring it, you buy in Africa, and then you declare that investment products, or what? How are you gonna do that?
How am I gonna do what?
So when you bring unrefined in UK, you have to pay 20% importation tax. So if you're gonna bring an investment, how are you gonna do that?
So, yes, no. So this is not what I'm gonna do. So what I do, for example, with my current supplier in Uganda,
Mm-hmm.
right? I've actually secured another supplier in Tanzania.
Mm-hmm.
Yesterday when I discussed with them.
Mm-hmm.
I have to meet them after lockdown. But the way it works is that we agree on the price, and then evidently I will tell them that I need to, when we assay the gold, I also have to refine it.
Mm-hmm.
24 karat. I'll explain to them why and tell them, hey, because otherwise I pay 20% tax, etc., etc. Now, for every kilo of gold you refine to 24 karat, it costs you around 40 grams of gold, which is around 2,000 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
So then that I deducted from the price, and all is well. I wanted, land in case custom. It's considered investment gold because now I have 24 karat gold. I have 99.5 minimum,
Mm-hmm.
what you need. When I have that, excellent. You don't have to pay taxes anymore.
Uh-huh.
That's the way it works. In Switzerland, it's very different. Just any carrot goes.
I think Ben, I think you are buying raw material with this Dore bar. Even 95, 96, it's already considered 24 because the refinery knows how to refine that into 24 carats.
No, 95 is not 20. It's not 24 carats.
No, that is 23 carats. So when you bring that to the refinery knows how to refine it into 24 carats. Yes.
Yes, and that costs money, of course.
Of course. Yes. Of course. It is your responsibility to pay the costing. That's fine. That is why you are getting a discount because there is a cost at the end of the tunnel, right?
Yes, of course.
Oh. So I think we are talking the same page. Yeah. Because I was watching the video of a beard refinery based in London. I was watching on how the process from raw material from the cut.Gold to Dore bar to refine. So when I was watching their video, it triggers me the knowledge, and it learns a lot because the refinery, they have a chemical element to make it into 24 carats, but the buyer have no idea. So you are gold trader, buy and sell. So let your refinery do the job, and then you're gonna resell it because you are buying unrefined. So when I was watching the video on Beard refinery, it's a very good learning process. Most of the buyer have no idea. So you are in London, you can search Beard refinery, and it shows that from the
right now I live literally 200 meters from the refinery.
Oh, see? See?
Yeah, so don't worry about that.
So 200 meters away. So, well, I learned out of that video, really, because I am a current event person. So I love to know the knowledge so that I could share it to the global, because I am marketing. I am selling the productions of my seller. So I know ins and out of gold industry and diamond. You got my point?
Indeed.
Yeah.
I get your point. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
So,
makes sense.
yeah, I know. So that is the reason why you saw me in the beginning that I explain it on global domain, because there's so many buyers are looking for supply, and we have the supply. Yeah. There's a saying, supply and demand determine the price.
Yeah, yes. Yeah. Because real supply is
Well, we have the supply because my seller owned the mines, and he exported the gold. But oh yeah, my transaction is successful, Ben. Yeah, my seller is.
I'm just talking about is he actually licensed, or is he using like an agent?
No, he is a license. No, he has a license. Yeah.
Very good.
I wouldn't waste my time, Ben. I wouldn't waste my time marketing on behalf of the seller. They hired me. I am the extension, and I've been to the office. They have a license. They own the mines, so they are really a miner, and they have a license. They wanted to export it. So I am the gateway. Just like when you have a nice house, you have a gate, and the gate is padlock. So, well, I am the gate of that supply. You got my point?
Yeah.
So I always use the logic. If the buyer asks me and he doesn't know what he's doing, I told him, I think you go back and read first. Yeah, it's not funny, Ben. It's true.
No, well, let me tell you, I like that you have very, very strong personality, you know?
I am.
You're not scared to speak,
I'm not.
speak your mind. I like
Yeah.
it.
I'm not.
Especially when you did in Africa. You have to be very straight, you know? Yeah, very good.
You know, when I was in the office, and to process the papers, Ben, it's not easy as well. And African government, they're slow, right? I had the buyer with me, and the paper was not released on time. And the buyer was really scared because he stayed 9 days with me. And my seller paid all my, the buyer.
9 days?
Yes, 9 days.
That's a lot, William.
No, because Ben, when you transfer the payment bank to bank, it takes 3 to 5 working days. It depends on the correspondence bank.
No, yeah, exactly. It depends how you do it. For
That's
example,
right.
Me, when I do it, you know how long it takes?
How many days?
1 working day.
Oh, well, you bring the cash. If you bring the cash, it takes only 24 hours.
I don't bring cash. I don't bring cash. I do. But I wish I can, but the thing is, I have to declare for my company.
I think nowadays, Ben, if you have if you have a Visa card, you can go to the ATM machine. That's why I always educate my seller as well. I educate.
You cannot.
Well, you have experience, so you might share your experience on how your payment goes quicker. But traditionally, it takes 3 to 5 working days. Yeah.
Yeah, that's on a normal transfer.
Yeah.
What you have to do is called the chops.
That's right. It goes to a correspondence bank. Yeah. So it takes a while. Even I paid here within Australia. Okay, I use my Visa card. I'll just give you an example. I clean my carpet, my rug carpet, and
Right.
I paid debit card because here in Australia we are now paperless. So I paid through my debit card. So it took
Right.
48 hours to clear the payment from my bank account because I have my online banking. So I look at it, how fast, but it takes a while because from my bank and
This is the thing. This is the thing. It depends on the banking institution. That
correct,
you're in, right?
correct.
So this is why, because initially I had problems transferring from London to Entebbe, right, in Uganda, to my supplier. So what we did, me and my supplier, we went to Seychelles, right? Why Seychelles? Because it's a jurisdiction that both him and I can go to. Because most African nationals are able to go to Seychelles or Mauritius, which is neutral grounds.
Mauritius, yeah.
Right? Very neutral grounds. Now, what I did is that I paid for the setup of a company for him, and I paid for the setup of the bank account opening as well. Right? And so when we set that up, that means that we will use that account, right, mainly for me to send payments to my supplier. Now, because I will also have a bank account with the same bank as him in the same country, right? Which is
It's more faster. Yeah.
The payment is instant, okay? Because it's the same bank.
Correct. I agree on that. Yes, I agree.
Yeah. So this is, and in this way, I know I don't get scammed, right? He knows he gets paid, right? He's happy. I'm happy. We're both happy. Happy days. We both make money. That's a procedure. Let's get for example.
That's a good idea that you share it with me, because I might when I travel to Africa, I might explain it to my seller. Why not open offshore bank account as well? Because Africa is behind. You know that.
100%, exactly. So this is why when you have countries like Seychelles in Mauritius that can facilitate such transactions in Africa, it's excellent. If we can make, because listen, wait a minute, if we can both make the transaction hassle-free, why should I get him a hard time to do the transaction, or why should he give me a hard time?
Well, Ben. Yeah, I think Ben, you're right you're right on the other end, but as you know, as Africa is really behind, and we are not yet on the modern technology, not like you and me. You live in London and I live in Australia. We are now on the modern domain, but Africa, we are behind. We need someone that can understand the business. So that is why they hired me. Because I've been in marketing for bloody 36 years, and I was in real estate. And now here in Australia, buying property is already modern. We put that online. So the buyer can only window shop through online by their laptop. We don't go to the buyer would no longer come to the office. They look at the properties and sizes and etc. They just sign a contract and the contract send it to the solicitor and then the payment goes bank to bank. So I'm the one who introduced this, but I was misunderstood by the thugs like a joker broker. They are floating around online, and when they've been rejected, they accuse a scammer. They are one of the scammer because I try to educate them, but they don't pay attention. So to you and me, we are the same page because you are a real businessman, but it takes a while to teach African. It really take a while.
I understand. And this is why, you know, to get a supplier to understand the business, to understand that I understand personally, right?
Mm-hmm.
That the supplier is not going to give the gold
Mm-hmm.
without paying anything.
Exactly,
Right?
exactly.
But the supplier also understands I'm not going to give him any money without having a guarantee that the gold is real.
Of course, of course.
With the gold. Because there's a big difference between him giving me the gold that is real,
Mhm.
right?
Mhm.
And me being able to actually export it.
Okay,
Right?
of
Very
course.
big difference.
That's right.
So,
I think on your side end you have a runningly smoothly transaction. On my end, I have also transactions smoothly. So it depends on every seller.
yeah.
Yeah, it depends.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly, right?
Mhm.
So this is why I've only stick with 6 suppliers that I have for the past 3 years.
Uh-huh.
Because hey, we have a common understanding, right? You know how many sellers I've talked to in the past? Wait a minute.
How many?
More than 50, right? More than 50, right? All from Zambia, Namibia, Rwanda, Uganda as well, right?
Mhm.
Then I have there were some brokers in Nairobi, in Kenya. So many, I don't even bother going to South Africa because
Yours is 50. Me, I've been rejecting hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of buyers and joker broker, hundreds of them. Okay.
and that's the thing. So out of more than 50 people that I've in cooperatives that I have talked to, the only ones that I found that they can understand me, I can understand them, and they want to make it work as much as I want to make it work.
Uh-huh.
Right?
Mhm.
This is why we all agreed. Hey, once I saw that with my Ugandan seller, which was my first seller by the way, right?
Mhm.
My Ugandan seller, okay, I saw all the problems that happened. I saw his problem in his point of view. I saw my problem in my point of view,
Mhm.
right? We said, okay, let's go see shells. We set up that company, right, for you the seller, right?
How much to open a Seychelles company, Ben?
Oh, I will pay for it. But it costs around like 4,000.
Oh, that's peanuts, yeah. Well, that's a good idea that you share the information. When I travel, I might discuss this with my head office. But it's African sellers is also stubborn. Both buyers and sellers are stubborn.
This is why. Yeah, I can imagine.
My job, Ben, is not easy. Believe me. My job is not easy. I try to reform their mistake, and that's why people say, "Oh, I don't like to talk to Wilhelmina." It's too bad, because if you watch me, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I don't know why people would say that because at the end of the day, right? Like you mentioned, you cannot get anything for free from those.
Exactly.
There has to be a trade-off, right? From both parties.
Of course.
Right? So like I said, because I'm just being honest with you right now. I'm just saying how it is. Like when I work, this is what I do. I do corporations in Seychelles or Mauritius.
We maybe the bent to shorten. I might contact you in the future, but because I am the extension, I work for the camp as the seller, and they appointed me. They appointed me to market, but my position and yours is completely different. Maybe in the future we might meet each other, and this is a very good opportunity for both parties Yeah, because I learn from you and you learn from me while watching me on live video, because my office is on digital. You're disconnected. Ben, you've been disconnected. Maybe yeah, I'm learning from you, because there's a saying, knowledge is powerful. Yeah, knowledge is money. Okay. I learn from you and you learn it from me, and you watch me and you found me on YouTube. So we are both in the same page. You got my point?
I get your point. I get your point.
Mm. So, but anyway, nice talking to you. And in the future, we might rekindle our communication. And you know, as I've said to you, my seller's procedure is his procedure, because they have been mining for 20 years and they stick to their policy. So probably when I talk to the owner, I might explain to them and bend a little bit of their policy.
Yeah. Yeah. That would be great. Listen, because reality is, if they're agreeing to what we just discussed, right?
Yeah.
Then we can get the ball rolling.
Of course.
Because at least I know. Okay, money is secure, money is safe, right?
Yeah.
And Seychelles and Mauritius is not like saying Uganda and Tanzania. It's completely different. You understand? The lawyers there are real lawyers. They're not the joker lawyers, as you would say. You know, the banks there are, it's Barclays, HSBC, not Diamond Trust Bank, for example.
Oh, I see.
They are. It's very, very, very well established. They're safe. They can make sure they're safe with the lawyers. I'm safe. I can make sure I'm safe with the lawyers. I mean, for example, the lawyers that I use is called F.O.B, right? And the bank that I use in Seychelles is called Standard Chartered, right? So these are the two.
So probably, Ben, I might ask my head office to travel and feel, because you know African are hesitant as well, because they were been burned out before. So even though you explain it to me, and even though I discuss it to the head office, there is still a wall behind that wall. So there is a block. But if the seller will travel and feel at ease, meet face to face, maybe he might consider. But at the moment, my seller say stick to our policy, Wilhelmina, and that's it. Simple as that.
Yeah.
So it's really very difficult.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can totally understand. I can totally understand. This is why, maybe if you wanted to, it's up to you, by the way, right?
Yeah.
So we can do a conference call that we can do, but I know you don't want to put the
No, I can have our conference call with you, but you don't. I try to invite you to have a live video call, but you don't. You don't open your camera. I'm always live, Ben.
Because Wilhelmina, I can open my camera because it's 5 a.m. here and I literally pajamas.
You know, Ben, I'm always live because my office is online. Okay? When someone call me, I'm live, right? When the buyer inquire, and I ask question to the buyer, because you are on my office online. In Australia, when someone called this morning, I opened my online office. This morning, someone called me. We are on live video conference. This is the way we run business. That is why I introduced this to Africa, so that the buyer will feel comfortable. I'm dealing with the right seller. Wilhelmina is real. But there's always a bad experience in the past, so we have to correct the bad experience in the past. Now we move on to the future. You got my point?
Yeah.
But anyway, nice talking to you, and we will catch up with you. And maybe one day we're gonna meet each other. Okay?